What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. And the question at hand is, should white people go to see Black Panther Wakanda Forever on opening weekend? This is an utterly ridiculous notion, and anybody should be questioning this. Would you question this with any other movie that's opening? What demographic should go see it on opening weekend? Are we indeed heading back to segregation? But before I dive into this, I want to give a big old shout out to one Miss Patty Grimes. Patty Grimes, who was on my last comment section of my last video, who did ask me the question if I heard about this, that there is a social media influencer out there, an influencer I use with quotations, that is saying that white people should stay away from seeing Black Panther Wakanda Forever. This is amazing. People don't seem to think about things like this. So basically what you're saying is you want the movie to fail on opening weekend by cutting off probably over half of the intended viewing audience of the MCU. But yes, this is what this person is calling for. So big shout out to Patty Grimes for calling this to my attention. Actually, this is something I believe I heard about a while ago. I don't think this is the first person to do something like this, and I was probably waiting for it to rear its ugly head again, and it didn't take long because I went to go looking for it, and this is the one that I found, because like I said, this type of ignorance is contagious. It's like an epidemic out here, and I'm sure this isn't the only one, but this is the one I'm going to read from, okay? And this is on WPDE.com, WPDE News. Don't even know where that is, West Bubblefuck somewhere. And the headline says, white people shouldn't see new Black Panther movie on opening weekend, influencer says. You know, guys, I've talked about this for years. This unhealthy, unholy fascination that some black people have with white people. I swear to God, this is the reason why I do not want to identify myself as black. Not because I'm ashamed of where I come from, but just because being black means different things to different people. And to people like this, being black simply means the opposite of white. That's all it is. They define their entire existence by being the opposite of white. So if white people talk a certain way, which people consider to be proper on, with this mindset, then of course they consider being black to talk broken English in defiance to what they perceive as the white way of expressing themselves. Everything that is considered righteous conduct they give to white people. So they have to walk around being all, gutter and this and that and all, it's like people like that, are, it's very unfortunate. It's very sad to see that because it's something that continues on for generation to generation. Each individual should challenge themselves to be the best version of themselves as they could possibly be, free from racial identity and racial definition, especially when it comes to stereotypes. Okay? I'm not saying you should be ashamed of who you are. I'm very proud to be who I am. I can call myself black because I have to. But in reality, I'm a proud man. I'm a proud human being. I'm proud of my heritage. I'm proud of the people that I come from before the name black was put upon me. Okay? Can you even understand that? Can you comprehend that you should be held to a higher standard for yourself, by yourself, based upon yourself as an individual human being, and be proud of everything that you are? I don't think so. But it goes on to say white people shouldn't see the new Black Panther movie on opening weekend, this influencer says. He goes on to say, a social media influencer with hundreds of thousands of followers apparently has a message for white people. Don't go see Black Panther on opening weekend. This person has apparently hundreds of thousands of followers. This goes back to what I was saying from my very first video, that those of us who are ignorant, who shouldn't be, are speaking way, way too loud. And those of us who know better should be speaking louder. That's the reason why I'm in the business that I'm in right now, speaking. It's not my nature to actually speak loud. I've always been very quiet because I'm a big dude, you know what I'm saying? So I've always learned that I already get attention as it is. So I've always been very soft-spoken. But in my old age, I've learned that if there's ever going to be a change, each of us has to start with ourselves. If we know better, all right, if we have that thing, that rare quality called common sense. Okay, so that's the reason why. And here I sit with over 11,000 subs on YouTube. Okay, only getting something like 300, maybe 400 views. You know, I've never seen such a thing. This is the reason why YouTube just pisses me the fuck off, right? But here I am doing what I do. But a person who can spout this type of ignorance and misguidedness, if that's even a word, can have hundreds of thousands of views. That is a lot of influence, and this is the reason why we're speaking today. So he goes on to say, don't go see Black Panther Wakanda Forever on opening weekend. Instead, white people, get this, guys, get this. Instead, white people should purchase tickets to the Marvel superheroes what Marvel superhero? There's no Marvel superhero in here. There's no Black Panther in this movie. Instead, white people should purchase tickets to the Marvel superheroes new movie and give them to black families. According to this blogger, okay, and I'm not going to say the name because I know that if I can help it, I don't know, when I get on a roll, who knows? But I know that for the most part, stuff like this is just made to get attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even well thought out. But this person seems to think, and besides, I will say that, it is a black woman. And that's not a surprise to me. This is why the black community needs black male leadership, you know, because we love our black women, and things like this don't do us any favors, you know. So there's a lot of black women out here who unfortunately are going for this type of attention. There's a lot of black men out here who are going for this type of attention, who tend to be raised by these single black women. I'm just going to tell the truth here, guys. I'm going to tell the truth, you know. So wisdom would tell you that if there's a movie out there that you support, it's powerful, and you see that it is in fact inspiring your people, you want it to be as successful as possible, you know? So you wouldn't do things like, you'd have the forethought, in other words, not to cut into opening weekend ticket sales, because you know that it being successful is a good thing. It opens the door to projects that might be similar, or not even as similar, but just knowing that the audience is out there. You know what I mean? Whether it's black, white, whether it's mixed. I've always said diversity in your movie depends upon what's in your audience. You know, when George Lucas was making Star Wars, he wasn't making it specifically for white people, contrary to popular belief of these SJWs. He was making it to an audience that would appreciate it, and it became the phenomenon that it is. Why should Black Panther not get that same opportunity has been my point from the very beginning. In a video apparently shared on her TikTok page, this person tells white people they can eventually see the movie on another weekend. But the first weekend, that's for us black people, she says. This is like, really, guys, this is like putting yourself right back on the plantation, all right? But we're going to get to that in a minute, okay? Let's just get into this statement that this person made. This message is to all our wimpy accomplices. Isn't that complimentary? This message is to all of our wimpy accomplices and hand signals, air quotes, white allies. This message is to all the white people who have BLM in their bio. Listen, okay, so anyway, if you really want to prove to black people that you love us and you care about us and you're down for the cause, do not see that movie, Wakanda Forever, on opening weekend. Okay, so this message is to your wimpy accomplices. This is how you repay the white people who have been standing with you, who want to be your allies, who have been fighting for black justice and justice, period. Guys, I'm tired of the racial thing. Justice is justice. Injustice is injustice. Everyone should be outraged if any of that is compromised. All right, but this person, this is the way you thank them. This message is to all our wimpy accomplices and other white people who have BLM in their bio. Most of them are hypocrites anyway. Those of you, you know, you see people out there with BLM in their bio and stuff like that. And a lot of them are closet racists anyway, because when you challenge their way of thinking and you go against the narrative, oh, the gloves come off. The N-word starts swinging and slinging all over the place. You would think it was a gangster rap album, you know what I mean? You white people buy your ticket and you give it to a black person or a black family who can't afford to go, she says. Then you sit in that theater in front of the doors and you make sure that every black person in that theater can enjoy the movie in peace. Now you fucked up right here, guys. She says, you make sure that you can use your body to block us from anybody who be coming in that theater to do us harm. That's your job. You can go see it on another weekend. Go see it on the second or third weekend. But that first weekend, that's for us black people, she says. What does this tell me right up front? Okay, number one, it tells me that you don't have a man, because if you're going to see a movie anywhere where you don't feel safe and you actually need black people who, according to your narrative, the people who think like this are your oppressor, well, then you're setting yourself up. Number one, you don't have a man, because any real man would not take you someplace where you wouldn't feel safe. You would be on his arm. You would be under his protection. You would need nothing else. And that man wouldn't be looking for anything else. Believe me, I know. So this is what I'm saying. First of all, you betray that. And this is the reason why the black community needs a king. The black community needs male leadership, because of this particular thing right here, this exact thing. Okay. And number two, once again, what I was talking about, being black on the plantation. Okay, you realize that you are pleading for white people not just to pay your way, which is what your man should be doing if you're not going to do it for yourself, all right? But you're also wanting their protection. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you not have the ability to be self-sufficient? This is insane what you're proposing here. You're crawling to white people. It's not enough that white people, a white Jew, actually made this movie, this character. You had no input into this whatsoever, into the creative process. You don't even want to support it for yourself. You want white people to support it for you. You're telling white people to pay for something that they're not going to get anything out of except to give to me. Give to me. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more. It's Britney, bitch. This is what you're actually saying. Where is your dignity? Where is your self-respect? We're supposed to be parents. We're supposed to be leading the generation, the next generation of our children, to hold their heads up high, to be proud, to be self-sufficient human beings. But no, how does that work? Donate. Why don't you donate to a black family that can't afford to go? Oh yeah, because you're too busy being obsessed with white people. My God, we are sick. We are a sick people when this is what we do at the opening of a movie that we loud, that we applaud, that we're supposed to be so proud of. We turn it into something that is divisive, that is destructive. Let me see what else it might say here, because I got another important point to make on this. Okay, so anyway, look, I'm going to leave that alone, all right? So you already saw the statement, okay? But let me explain to you what a healthy community does by comparison. All right, you guys might have heard me talk about the movie RRR that came out, all right? This is a Tollywood movie. Telugu language, I believe it is. I'm sorry if I get that wrong. It was directed by S.S. Rajamouli. It stars NTR Jr. and Ram Charan. It was on Netflix. Hopefully it's still on there so you guys get a chance to see it. It is a phenomenal movie. It is an amazing movie. The movie is in the Indian, a couple of Indian dialects and languages. You can see it on YouTube. You can see people reacting to a couple of the dance numbers on there. Nacho Nacho or Natu Natu. The movie is insane. It's highly just entertaining. It's adventurous. It's just great. It's exciting. It's very, very, very well done. Easily the best movie that I've seen this year. And whenever I talk about it, I usually get people who are from India who will like it on Twitter or like it on YouTube. And they love the fact that people are being drawn to their culture. They love the fact that people are respecting where they come from. They're respecting their art. They love it. They support it. They thank people for it. They welcome people to come into their world. You know what I'm saying? This is what they want. They embrace that. That's what a healthy people does. And unhealthy people, what they do is say, on some Daffy Duck, mine, no, go, down, it's mine. You guys are not welcome. That's what an unhealthy person does. You want people to respect you. That's the point. You want people to respect your accomplishments, to accept you as human beings, as productive and positive human beings who are contributing to the world. Not somebody who comes out and says, even though I didn't create this, even though I didn't support this as a comic, even though we've not been a part of this culture, I am going to say to you, stay away from this, even though I didn't create it, even though it's not mine. Stay away from it because the people in it, just because they look like me. Guys, you would think if they feel this strongly about it, they would make it their business to be supportive of black creators like Fatal J, my brother, and Ninja Blast. Look it up. Ninja Blast, Fatal J, soon to be Ninja Blast 2. You think they would be supportive of the Rippaverse, Eric July. Look it up. We will win. Hashtag we will win. You would think they'd be supportive of Black Sands Entertainment. You think they would be supportive of Tuskegee Airs. You think they would be supportive of Milestone Comics. All black creators. But you don't hear about this, do you? No, you don't. We're so busy chasing after white people. White people! We're so busy talking to white people. I talked about this years ago. Dear white people. We never say dear black people. We never say you can do it. No, in the black community, we say you ain't all that all too often. But this is what you get. This is the unhealthy environment that's been created around this particular movie. Divisive from the very beginning when the movie was meant to bring us together. I don't even know what to say, guys. You know, I'm out of words, and that's good because the video is going on over 16 minutes, and I know how it is. You know, people usually are like, oh my God, it's over 5 minutes. Oh, I can't do it. Oh my God. We want shorts. We want YouTube shorts. This is where we are now, you know, but fuck it. I got something to say. All right. I'm not going to apologize for that. I don't care, views, whatever. You know, if I can only reach one person, I've said that from the very beginning, then my job is done. You know, if nobody wants to share it, then it is going to be what it is, guys, because ultimately it all falls on you. You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube, they do what they do. They don't promote, you know, people who have voices that can actually be constructive and positive. They don't do that, you know, but they will reward people for spouting off ignorance like this. But anyway, guys, I wanted to just give my thoughts on that. You guys can get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about that. Sorry for the video getting all fuzzed up or whatever. It seems to do that the hotter I get, man. When I be dropping those hot gems, that's what ends up happening. But it's all good, guys. You know what's up. But you can like, you can share, and you can subscribe. Hit the notification bell. And remember, guys, there is a super thanks feature on all of my videos if anybody gives a damn. I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you for listening. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.